Quick disclaimer, any opinion said in this video may offend some people, and if you are one of those people, you shouldn't be here. Make sure to have an open mind and have fun with the podcast.
We've just come out of being homeless for 3 days.
Yeah, well, and we are fucking shattered.
Hello and welcome back to the Desensitized podcast. I am one of your hosts, Tidal Johnson, joining you for episode 14 with...
I'm here too.
Yeah. I thought you were just going to say, nah, fuck off.
Oh, chance missed, man. I'll get her on the next one.
Yeah. Alright, so basically, today's topic is revolving around Cyclone Gabrielle. So, yeah, you might not know about it, but I'll explain it to you. Are you ready to head into the first topic, Jade?
First topic. We are the first topic.
Well, not just yet. We got Cyclone Gabrielle, our experience, and then am I the arseholes today? No statement stalemate. Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, wow. But we've got something a bit better than that.
Okay, sweet. So, first topic, Cyclone Gabrielle general sort of thing. So, basically, if you didn't know what Cyclone Gabrielle is or what we're talking about, basically, the last 2 days, or maybe even now still for Gisborne, there's been a cyclone that's hit New Zealand on the North Island, and it was hyped up heaps by the government, the New Zealand government that is. In Auckland it was supposed to be the worst. We came back to Auckland last night and it didn't look too bad, like there wasn't much damage and stuff. People lost power and all that. I've still yet to check the worst places from the last time, because if you didn't know, there was also another cyclone before it as well that was way worse, but the government didn't say nothing about that one. So
and apparently they're talking about there being a V2 coming in to tail that one that just came through now.
Wait, what? I didn't
There's
know.
one in Aussie that's starting up and it's got the same trajectory.
Oh god. Yeah, so maybe we'll do another homeless mission.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so basically the story of this is that, firstly, I was at work when this happened, but there was a flood, there was heavy flooding in New Zealand, in West Auckland, or in Auckland at least, in West Auckland and the North Shore. Really bad flooding. There was cars floating around, cars completely destroyed. Drains were pushing water back out onto the road because it was just too much. People's houses got destroyed. People's gates to their houses got burst open the wrong way and flown off into the street because of just so much water going everywhere. It was crazy. It was mayhem. Things got destroyed. But then it cleared up. Then 2 weeks later, the news was saying, oh, Cyclone Gabrielle's coming in. There's going to be a massive cyclone coming through. And then, yeah, it got all hyped up. Apparently in Auckland, things weren't that bad. But in Whangarei and stuff, up in Northland, it was really bad. And in Gisborne, it's been really bad. The Coromandel's been hit real hard too. And I think Gisborne's still going through the cyclone right now, as we speak.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately for them, they've been cut off from the rest of the country. Their power's out, they're flooding like fuck. Tolaga Bay's fucked, Tukumari Bay's fucked, the Coromandel got fucked, fucking Whangarei was fucked.
Yeah, that's basically the overview on Cyclone Gabrielle. I mean, it's not really an issue, so we can't really make an argument about it. Like, is it good for society? No. Who's arguing yes? I don't know.
I am. All the planet.
Yeah, so yeah, that's the overview on Cyclone Gabrielle. Are you ready to head on to our story time then, Jade?
It's the only part I know.
Yeah. Sweet. So, our experience. Yeah, so me and Jade actually met up at the start, because I was out in Tauranga getting a new vehicle.
And I was in Wellington.
And I was getting a new
car. I was
car.
in Wellington and needed to ride back to Auckland.
So we ended up meeting up in Tauranga, and then we were going to drive back to Auckland, and then you can fill them in from there.
Yeah, wow. So we're on our way to Tauranga, right? And we're having...
Well, from Tauranga.
Oh, right, yeah, from to Auckland. And we're travelling, needed to stop to get some fresh undies. right? Because I had left mine behind. So we stopped at the warehouse. I don't know how to explain the warehouse to you. Big store where you can buy clothes and shit, but they're very cheap and, what's the word? Not branded.
Walmart.
Yep. Oh, is that what it's called?
Well, no, that's basically the US equivalent.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, fucking... Anyway, we got there, we checked the news, boom! Auckland's locked down, we can't get through State Highway 1. So, like the men that we are, instead of waiting around close to Auckland so we could get back in, we drove to the bottom southwest of the country.
For fun.
Past where I came from,
Yep.
we went straight past there and went straight to the southwest just to outrun the cyclone.
I don't think we went straight. We didn't really go straight.
Well,
Kinda
no,
tiki-toing
we
around
cut
a bit.
around the whole west side of the country.
We went to the meanest town in New Zealand, Taumaranui, if you don't know about it. Should
Oh
visit
yeah, man!
if you ever
If
go to New
you ever
Zealand.
come to New Zealand, you gotta go to Taumaranui.
Yeah. It's a mean spot, I must say.
And make sure to go to the Railroad Museum and donate.
Yeah. And have a $2 shower. And go across the road and get a pie from the bakery.
Yeah, from the bakehouse, man. It's good.
It's good pie. I never knew how good pies could be until I went to Taumaranui. There's all these lights and stuff there. It's a nice town.
Yep. So 2 o'clock in the morning, we ended up in Taumaranui.
Yeah.
And we got to have a shower. Like, because we were wondering what the fuck we were going to do. We couldn't get a room because I don't even think there is a hotel around there.
Yeah.
I think you either live there or you don't. Like the G's we are. We slept in the fucking car. Fucking found a place to go have a free shower and a shit.
Got a pie.
Got a pie.
Then
What else did we try? Got to go play. There's a piano in the cafe. That was cool.
we played the piano. Then we went to the Railroad Museum at the train station, the old train station in Taumaranui.
Yeah, but being homeless was a hell of a fucking thing.
Yeah. It was a
Like
bit of
we
an
were only homeless for what, 2 days.
Yeah. No, yeah. It was a bit of an experience. It's good. It's not my first time being homeless, but yeah, this one was good, especially because we were just in foreign, like, places we weren't used to. I mean, Taumaranui was completely new to me. Both that and Whanganui. The only place that wasn't completely new to me was the Tongariro National Park. When we stopped there.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, see, I travelled the country when I was younger. It was my father, so I've
Yeah.
seen most of it, but I've never actually gotten to stop and explore it.
Like, we did get to stop and explore Whanganui a little bit. Whanganui is actually, it's exceeded my expectations for what kind of place I thought it was.
Oh,
Completely.
little quick fucking thing. Fuck you, Wanganui fucking kebab guy.
Oh, yeah. Jade almost got
Fucking-
food poisoning. So he woke up and he was just going, ah! And I was like, shit. No, this is
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, man, it hurt like a motherfucker, man. Wanted to cry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
pretty
God.
sure I shat my guts into that fucking toilet.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yes.
that wasn't cool.
Yep. So that was our experience. I mean, there's not too much to touch on, but if you have any questions, you
Yeah,
know.
because most of our stuff was driving, really.
Yeah, it's driving, or the road goats, you know, finding new places that were cool looking, figuring out where we could have a shower. Yeah. Also, good thing to note, although Whanganui is a cool looking town and all that, it's not nice to be homeless there. Taumaranui
no.
is where it's at for being homeless. So if you're going to be homeless for a short period of time like we were, go to Taumaranui. If you're
Oh,
anywhere
and
near
little
there.
side note, if you want to see something, it might be funny to you, but it was funny to us, go to the hashtag Whanganui page, click on a photo, and just keep scrolling and looking at the comments.
Yeah, there might be a bit of a surprise.
Yeah. Because we had a bit of fun in those comment sections, so If you want to see what we heard, what we were looking for, have a look in the comments.
Yep, you'll find out that Whanganui really is a bad place to be homeless.
Because we were down bad.
Yeah.
Not to mention that you want to tell them about the people in the laundromat.
Yeah, and one night we saw some guys in the laundromat, and I thought, ooh, maybe we could go in there, and I could maybe go like talk to them for a bit, and then go, oh, bro, can I crash at yours? Because I'm stuck out of Auckland. But then turned out they were also homeless.
Yeah, wow. That's fucking. That's just unlucky.
Mans was sitting under the bench cooking.
Also homeless.
Yeah, one of them was sitting under one of the benches cooking. Yeah, they just gave us a recommendation on where to go to a public toilet. It's open 24/7. Grimy old public toilets, eh? Fuck. And it was only 2 days, and the in-between of my toes have started to get some sort of rash from having to shower in those public showers. At least the ones in Whanganui. The one we had to do in Whanganui sucked.
Yeah,
and
man,
it was double the price of Taumaranui.
Side by side,
And in Taumaranui, they let you do it for free.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy.
Do you think cost us what? $4 each?
Yeah. Fucking
That
bullshit.
was
Taumaranui was $2, and the one in frickin' in Whanganui was just a pool place, so you had to shower open with everyone else.
yeah,
Whereas in
the one that we
Taumaranui,
were at,
$2, and you could you showered in your own little like cubicle.
And there was only two. There were 2 shitters and 2 toilets.
Yeah.
And we got it for free because the lady was mean because you shouldn't have to pay for a shower.
Yeah.
Get the message, Whanganui.
Far
And
out,
then-
hey.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But at
so we
least
got a free
managed to
shower, it was mean, and we got an extra half an hour.
Yep. So at least we managed to stay relatively hygienic during the trip.
Yeah, about as hygienic as you can be.
Yeah.
When one of us is running low on clothes.
Yeah.
Man, but yeah, no, that's our experience on being homeless, and we might actually do it again, but make it into a video.
Yeah.
So if you want to see that,
Stay tuned,
Wow.
it might happen at some point. It'll be more of video content rather than, podcasting, but during the whole trip, I was always just thinking to myself, man, that was a funny moment. Imagine if I had my camera here and I could have recorded that. So next time, we might actually plan to do like a 48-hour or 72-hour sort of homeless challenge again, where we sort of just travel across the country and see what happens.
yeah, maybe we can go be homeless on the East Coast this time because fucking
No cyclone.
no cyclone, yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, go and be homeless in Gisborne.
Oh, nah, bro. Go and get shot.
Fuck.
Because most of my clothes are coloured clothes.
Well, I'm always just wearing white and black or white and brown, so...
See, I used to do that, and then I wanted a bit more colour in my clothes because... I don't know.
Because you're a crip.
Nah. Nah,
Yeah.
because I got red clothes too. But no. Because, like, man, I've been doing this for... Well, let's see. Yeah, I've been doing this shit for 20 years, just black, grey, and white. I'm gonna put some colour in my shit.
So that's pretty much our experience with Cyclone Gabrielle. It's just such a pity we didn't record shit, eh? Would have been
Yep, man, but we
hilarious.
will.
We may come up with a new challenge later on and we'll record it and it'll be sort of, a bit more of a funny video. But yeah, we just wanted to cover Cyclone Gabrielle very quickly because it might be something that people are still talking about and it's probably something that'll lose relevancy very quickly, so we decided we should do something about it. Are you ready for some Am I the Arseholes, Jade?
Not quite. We didn't really cover how it all went up here, like, properly.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, because the things that people are talking about is all the destruction and shit.
Alright, fill us in.
It's you already talked about the floods that were happening before, but I'm more talking about what we saw, because when we were travelling, we kept up to date with the news, so we knew when we could come back into the city. Most of the country was fine, but all along the east coast is being destroyed. If you're worried about Auckland, Auckland's pretty much fucking fine. So like a couple things here and there, Warkworth, Whangarei, Wellsford, mainly everything that's up north. The Coromandel's flooding at the moment, it might have passed there by now. And then, yeah, Gisborne. Gisborne's getting hit pretty hard. I'm not sure about Wellington, but Wellington was in an orange zone as well. Everything is getting hit in some way, but not as hard as Auckland and anything on the East Coast. So it's not that bad. They just made it seem like it was that bad. We thought it was going to be that bad, so we ran away. Yeah, so if you're panicking, don't fucking panic. It's not shit. Whack.
Yeah.
Back to normal, mundane life.
Normal, mundane life now.
Might as well move on to Am I the Asshole now.
Yeah, there's not really much more to cover, other than just saying that the cyclone is past us now. Completely. It's not even by Gisborne anymore, so I lied when I said it's still hitting Gisborne.
It's been gone for a while.
Oh, you said there was another one coming.
Oh shit, yeah,
I'm looking on the wind map, and it looks like up in the northern territory of Australia there's one just off the coast.
Yeah, apparently its trajectory is the same as that one. Yeah, well, we talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh, the trip is like V2.
The time to regen ourselves and then do another homeless mission.
Yeah, man, regen and pack up and run again.
Yeah. But this time with the camera.
Yeah, this time with the camera.
And the laptop.
Oh, yeah. Did you know the thing to put it onto?
Yeah, fuck. Alright, let's head on to some Am I the Arseholes. Since we had a homeless experience, we've decided to do some homeless-related Am I the Arseholes. We're a little bit confused on what we should have done, because there obviously wouldn't be Cyclone Gabrielle ones. So we decided on some homeless ones. So,
Am I the
first
arsehole
one?
for throwing my child into Cyclone Gabrielle? Nah, I'm not the arsehole.
Oh, God. Alright, sweet. So, would you like to hear the first one then?
Go on then.
Am I the arsehole for letting my daughter and her husband move in with me so they won't be homeless?
What? Yes. Yes, you're an asshole. What a faggot.
I don't think so.
How dare you care about other people?
Yeah,
It's
apparently
fine,
Reddit
it's
considers
fine.
them arseholes, so after we do some context, we can read some comments and see. This situation is complicated and I'm at my wit's end. I have two daughters who are civil to each other, but don't get along with each other. My eldest is married to Steve, while my youngest is engaged to Adam. Ah, yes, Steve and Adam. Ah, yes, the one Steve and Adam.
Favorite.
Steve and Adam are so different, they disliked each other when they first met. Steve works part-time because he treasures family time with my daughter. They spend their time traveling and exploring different parts of the States. He spends freely because he often say he can't take his money with him when he dies. Adam is an executive for his side business. Oh, and for his side business, he owns several dozen properties. He works about 40 hours a week and at both jobs because his philosophy is that he wants to make as much money as possible while he's young so that he can retire early. Steve thinks Adam is a corporate shill and basically blames him for everything that's wrong with society. Steve said that Adam is actively keeping people from buying homes and making them dependent on him. Adam thinks Steve is a slacker and have told Steve people like him, who does the bare minimum but expects handouts, are what's wrong with society. Neither of them are bad and they treat my daughters well. I retired last year due to my health, so Adam built a house for me so that I can live comfortably. I was able to customize everything in the house to fit my taste. Adam owns the house, pays for all the utilities, and charges me $1 a month for rent. Part of our deal is that no one else can live in the house but me. He was very clear about this. Steve recently lost his job, so he and my eldest are living off of her single income. As you can imagine, they are struggling. My eldest recently called me crying because their savings are almost gone and they can't make next month's rent. She asked if she and Steve could move in with me until she finds another job. I live on a fixed income, so I don't have money to set them up in another apartment. She's my daughter and I couldn't let her be homeless, so I let Steve and her move in. I gave them strict rules and a time limit on when they had to move out. I didn't think my youngest and Adam would find out because they live in another state, but somehow she found out. She called and screamed at me last night for betraying Adam's trust, but I argued that I'm a mother to two daughters and I can't let one be homeless. I told her about the rules and time limit and begged her not to tell Adam. She hung up on me, so I don't know what's going to happen. I know I went back on an agreement, but I had a good reason. What is your belief?
I don't think that she's an asshole. I don't like the fucking... that slacker dude.
Neither. Steve.
Steve, yeah, no, I don't like Steve.
Yeah,
Steve's,
Adam,
he's not an asshole, he's just lazy.
the whole problem is that Adam doesn't like Steve because Adam is the guy who works more and stuff, and Steve is the guy who doesn't and spends all his money freely.
Yeah, wow.
So Adam built the house for them because he had all the money, and then Steve became homeless and then wants to live in Adam's house. And Steve hates Adam, but he's trying to live in his house now.
Like
That's the problem that the daughter's having, because Adam doesn't know. Yeah, so it's kind of difficult, but I'd say you're not the asshole because you're saving your daughter from being homeless, and I guess Steve
it's a
as well.
parent thing.
Yeah.
It's a fucking parent thing, but with Steve and Adam, it doesn't... You can't pull the daughter in without bringing her husband along with her. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't think she's an asshole. I would have done the same for my kids.
Yeah, I don't think she's an asshole. Well, Adam hasn't said anything, so I don't know what Adam's perspective is. Adam probably doesn't like it, but I don't think Adam would... I guess the daughter thinks that Adam's going to freak out, so she's scared to tell Adam, and now she's annoyed because she has to keep a lie, which I can understand.
Yeah.
It's kind of frustrating to try and keep a lie like that, so I can understand where she's coming from. But at the same time, I think if Adam freaks out about it, I think Adam would be an asshole.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, that would
but he
make
doesn't
him a big
know,
deal.
so you can't say anything about whether, like, the daughter's just going off of thinking that Adam's going to freak out. Yeah, so I don't think she's the arsehole, basically. Bottom line, I don't think she's the arsehole. It would be nice if Adam could have figured out so that we knew something about it, but...
Yeah, well... Yeah, but now we're left on a fucking cliffhanger and I want to know the rest.
Well, there's an edit, but I don't know if Adam ever figures out. So I couldn't add many details in my original post because I was afraid of going over the character limits. Adam pays the taxes and utilities on this house, but because it's the only house he has in the state, he keeps its financials separate from the rest of his properties. Also, he doesn't really have anything to do with the house. Instead, he gave it over to my youngest to take care of, so she handles all the bills and maintenance and pays them out of an account he set up. She noticed the increased utility cost, and that's why she called. Ah, okay.
Oh, she's smart.
Yeah. We just spoke again, and I laid my soul bare to her. I knew I was going back on our agreement, but it was to keep her sister from being homeless. We had a lengthy conversation, and in the end, she agreed not to tell Adam. She'll cover the increased utility cost out of her own pocket so he won't notice it. In exchange, her sister and Steve will have 3 months, then we'll have to move out. I originally told them they had 6 months. I'm lucky to have such a compassionate daughter. Thank you for taking the time to read my post. Some of the comments were very hurtful, but some were very helpful. You made me realize I should have called my youngest at the start and asked. That would have saved a lot of tears. Yeah, I agree with that. But what about Adam?
Yeah,
Adam's the guy who's paying for it, so I think Adam should know, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if she's covering the increased cost, then he's not really paying for it anymore.
No,
But
he's
he
not paying
was.
for anything over. It's still the same, but...
But he was for a bit there.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah, so I think they should have told the daughter first, because the daughter's not like, I fucking hate that cunt. You know, there's no chance of that, I don't think. Didn't sound like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, she sounds like she's a lot more understanding.
Yeah. So you should have
But
told
it's
her
also
first, because that would have
for a
stopped
deal.
her calling and being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Because if I had a
you
house
couldn't
and I
even
gave you a house and I said, hey, I don't want you to have other people because it'll cost more, and you know, at the moment I'm still trying to, you know, save up for retirement or like be able to retire early, and then you just see the fucking costs go up straight away, then you're like, what the fuck? You know?
But mate, I thought I told you.
Yeah. Exactly. Alright, so we don't think you're the arsehole, but you could have done it better.
Yeah, it
do
could
you
have
want to
been
see some
handled.
comments? Because they say that they're the arsehole.
Yeah.
Alright, yes, the arsehole. I'm sorry, but Adam is doing you a favour by letting you live in this house, and he gave you one rule so he's not taken advantage of, And not only did you break this rule, but you did so by allowing the person who insults Adam to live there. Your daughter and her husband want to live by the values they have, fair enough, but they need to be able to have money to back that up. If by Steve losing his part-time job they are in this much trouble, then they didn't have the money to spend freely and go traveling to begin with. Yeah, you have 2 daughters, but at the end of the day, the person who owns his house has no obligation to house your adult daughter and her husband, and honestly, so if you lose your home because of this, then you only have yourself to blame.
I think that person's not a fucking parent. It's not that simple.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, motherfucker, you're not a parent. You don't know how it feels to have your child out. You're looking at it from a logical standpoint, which is, it's good.
Yeah.
But everything changes when you're the parent of that child, if you actually care about your kid. If you are a parent, I'm willing to bet you're a trash parent, I'm not gonna lie.
But it's
And
very
you have no
logically
idea
sound.
what it's like to have a child out on the street.
No.
Like, get fucked.
I think,
I will not let my kids sleep on the fucking street, bro.
well, what happens if that Steve guy lives there and he's still going, oh, that Adam guy's a cunt. He's such
Get the fuck out.
Eh? Yeah.
Get the fuck out. If my daughter goes with her, then that's her problem.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
I let you in.
Because the Adam guy, no, not Adam, Steve, sorry. Steve guy sounds like a dick. Fuck.
Yeah, no, that Steve guy does sound like a fucking dick. And if he's still
I'm just gonna spend all the money.
Adam,
What the fuck? How do you have a wife, bro?
Yep.
You work part-time and you spend it all on traveling and shit. It's not like part-time and then do a side hustle. Or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Part-time
no.
and study. You know? It's just part-time and then leisure. Dick. And then you try and live in the dude who worked hard's house. You're an asshole. No, I think that Steve guy's a
He
dick.
didn't lose his job, he quit it because he knew that house was there.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Fucking dick. Alright, so the mother, you're not an asshole. Adam isn't an asshole because he doesn't even know, so I can't say that. The daughters are both not assholes, I believe. The daughter who's with Steve is a bit irresponsible. I don't know why you're dating Steve. Probably because he gives you a fun time with all the traveling, but then, you know, shit hits the fan with him. And then you're like, oh fuck, but you're already too deep. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Steve that you like, but I don't know. I know.
I'll tell you all about the things that I don't like about Steve.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know what she likes about Steve and why she's staying with this dude, but it's whatevs. Alright, you ready for the next one? Do you want to read the next one?
Yep.
Sweet.
Am I the asshole for not letting my homeless boyfriend move in with me?
He's your boyfriend, so I'm going to say yes. If it's some dude and you didn't know he was homeless, then no.
I reckon it depends on the reason on why he's homeless.
Exactly, yeah. No, yeah, but I'm like saying, if the reason's bad enough, then why is he your boyfriend? Right?
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
That's a whole different ballgame then.
Not for me. If he's just done some stupid ass shit, why, like
But
stupid
you're
ass
not
criminal
the
shit,
30-year-old
and he's on the
female.
run, then why are you his fucking girlfriend?
You're not the 30-year-old female that's done this post.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I'm not that person, but I'm just looking at it from my perspective, and that's what I
Yeah,
asked
no,
for, others'
yeah.
perspectives.
Yeah, that's why I said it would depend on what he did. And
Exactly.
It's hard for fucking some people, you know? Because they get one person, and that guy might be a crim, but their self-fucking worth is so low.
Yeah, true.
Hi, I am 30, female, who has been dating this guy, 27 male, for almost 3 years. We have been on again, off again, and honestly, it's beginning to show that it's just not working.
Okay, not the asshole.
Pff,
If you were gonna go, oh, I completely love him and everything, then I'm like, you are the asshole. What the fuck?
But we do love each other, and he makes me
Oh.
feel safe. Yeah, so it's just one of those mutual things, I guess. Been there. Yeah. But we just both want different things. I have a good career, own my 2-bedroom condo, my car, and etc. I want my partner to be my equal. He used to work on cars, but then he got fired for attitude problems and was a delivery driver up until September of last year. He was living rent-free at a friend's until the friend decided to sell the home and move out of state. My boyfriend and his cat are now living with his brother and his wife while not contributing the bills. Now my boyfriend is mad that I won't let him move in, but he can't contribute to the bills and he doesn't like to clean and complains about it when I ask him to help me. He says, well, if you don't want me at my lowest, then you don't deserve me at my peak. He has no education, trade skills, or anything, and just keeps saying he is going to join the military, but he keeps getting rejected. He knows I love his cat and is now threatening to get rid of the cat if I don't let him move in. I've told him so many times that I believe in him, but I refuse to allow him to sit around my house, eat my food, and do nothing. And before anyone asks why I don't just adopt the cat and leave the man, I can't take his cat because I currently have 3 of my own and his has feigned leukemia, which is a serious condition and is contagious to other felines. Am I the asshole for telling him no?
I don't think so.
Not even.
But you
fucking
don't
close.
believe in him. Don't lie that you believe in him. That's bollocks. And I don't blame you. You're not the asshole for not believing in him.
I mean that they believe in people. People just blindly say, I believe in you, you can do it. Like, no, you can't.
Yeah. No. I don't think, like, he could do it, but he doesn't want to. He's not choosing to do it.
No,
So,
well.
Yeah. As for the, well, if you don't want me at my lowest, you don't deserve me at my peak, that's a very valid statement, but not in his situation.
I like the fucking comment that I'm looking at about that. It goes, plot twist. This is his peak.
Yep, exactly. Guy peaked in high school. Fuck.
Yep,
No,
that's
dude
what
sounds
this
like
one's
a dick.
saying.
Dude sounds
From
like
this
a bit of a dick.
description,
Yeah.
From this description, I reckon he peaked when he was a high school freshman. I am not one to assume he completed high school.
Oh god. Yeah, no. This guy's a dick. You're not a dick. I mean, you're a bit idiotic, you know, being with this dude, but obviously, you know, love is blind. But still, you know.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. Just it's still idiotic. Just because love is blind doesn't mean it's not idiotic.
Hold on, I was scrolling through the comments and I found a comment that she left on the question. So someone asked, how does he make you feel safe? Your description of him makes me feel very uneasy and unsafe. He's obviously unreliable, so I'm very curious about this. And the answer was, hi. So he used to be very attentive and we were inseparable back when he had his own apartment at the very beginning of dating. He was my best friend and we always enjoyed being around each other. The sex wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad.
Rip.
Rip!
Fucking hell.
He is always my first call when I'm upset, but for the last few months I've noticed that he doesn't really listen or engage with me when I'm upset. It makes the whole experience even more isolating, especially when I was diagnosed with stage 1 ovarian cancer.
What the fuck? This dude's a dickhead. Why?
He
What?
doesn't call or text first. It's always me reaching out to him.
What the fuck? This guy's such a fucking dick, man. Like, at least he could have been, like, really caring and shit if he wasn't able to pay for his own shit, because sometimes shit happens, you know?
Yeah, man.
You say, oh, he doesn't have trade skill or education or whatever, you know? Sometimes shit happens and he gets fucked up, you know? Industry changes and he's just like, fuck, now I don't have any skills for the marketplace, right? Sometimes that sort of shit happens, you know, fair enough, sometimes you can't control it, but at least he should be trying to do something and be fucking nice to you.
Doing the fucking boo-hoo shit.
Yeah. And then being an asshole when you're trying to text him about your cancer.
Yeah, that's a fucked thing.
Fuck, what the hell? Why do you like this guy? Honestly. Oh, there's
There
some
is
more.
another thing here.
Yeah, let's see it.
So, Eddie Cole asked, what are the positives of this relationship with him? What kind of future are you thinking of with someone who has shown long-term that he is unwilling to provide for himself? The person who posted came back with, sometimes, when I'm with him, It's like holding your favorite teddy bear as a kid. Like, nothing bad can happen as long as you have that comfort item. But like I've mentioned in some other comments, that isn't all the time now. I barely ever saw him before he needed a place to live.
Oh.
And when we do talk on the phone or text, it's bare minimum responses.
I've heard guys this is homeless player, bro. I feel
Yeah,
like you,
and
I have a feeling you got played, woman.
Yeah, nah. You got
Fuck.
played with average sex and talking.
Well, I don't understand. Like, think of the list, right? The list, right? Okay, so 1, he's not rich. Okay. 2, he's not good at sex.
Wow.
3, he's not even nice at all. You said, oh, he used to be. He used to be. So I guess now he's not nice. What? I don't... Is he in shape? I don't know. Because at the moment it's sounding like he has, like, no attractive qualities possible.
At the moment, but it's about what he was, not what he is now.
True.
He doesn't like what he is now.
True. Yeah, true. So he used to have more money. Because he had his
He used to have more money. He used to be her best friend.
Yeah, I think he's just started to play you. And he's gone real broke too, which he deserves.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was gonna say, like, you know, all the shit you complain about him not having a bunch of money and shit, it just gets worse and worse with him. So it's like, why are you with this guy?
Yeah, wow.
Because there's other things that you can sort of take care of. Like, if someone doesn't have as much money, you know, you can, if they actually show that they have any sort of ambition to try and get further, then, you know, that's kind of sweet, you know. Even if the guy fails, at least he's trying and keeps trying after he fails, you know.
Yeah, but
And then,
instead of just giving up and then doing nothing about it.
Exactly. And what else is there? Oh, said that he's not good at sex, then, you know, could learn.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
God damn it, not the asshole.
Guy's
the asshole.
Oh, there's a thread about school. I get this, but I didn't finish high school and I make excellent money and fully support myself. This stereotype needs to die. Agreed, there's plenty of successful people who didn't go the college route. Your boyfriend is not one of them, though. He's a lazy bum. Dump and block the boyfriend. Oh, God.
Well, it seems everyone's got the same opinion as us. Should we move on to the last
Dump
one?
him. Yeah, sweet. Am I the arsehole for not letting my friend be homeless?
For not letting my friend be homeless?
Yeah.
Well,
According to Reddit, this person's an arsehole.
oh, yeah, should have been. Depends on what you did. If you went up to a
it's
random house,
context,
knocked down the window and said, "Hey, I like your Christmas tree. Can my mate crash on your house? Or crash on your couch?" Then yeah, you're a bit of an asshole, but
I wouldn't even say that's an asshole move. That's just funny. If I got that, I'd just, yeah, why not, bro? You made me have a good laugh.
Here you go. Couch is over there, man. Try to steal anything, I'll shoot you.
Yeah. Oh, God. Alright, sweet. So, context?
Yep, context.
Sweet. So our flatmates, couple, decided to move out earlier than the lease ends. They told us 3 weeks before Christmas that they'll be moving out 2 weeks after Christmas. They expected us to get someone to move in and replace them on the lease. Bear in mind our lease ends in a month, which we couldn't do because no one wanted to move in for 4 weeks just to move out again. So instead they agreed to continue paying rent after they moved out. They were moving back to their parents. My friend is currently in between flats and hadn't found anywhere, and she asked if she could crash for a wee bit at mine until she found a flat. I told her that she may as well use the empty room. My thinking was she may as well sleep in her bed in the empty room instead of storing everything and sleeping on the couch. The couple moved out Friday. She asked Thursday to stay. She needed to be out by Sunday, so I figured I'd offer her to use the empty room since they'd be moved out at that point. I didn't tell the couple because they had moved out and I figured what's the point, they don't technically live here. Anyway, one of them came over to collect a package while we weren't home and got mad because they felt blindsided someone had moved in and they were paying for her to live there. I didn't think it was an issue, and I didn't think they needed to know because they technically had moved out when she came to stay. They think that they should still know everything going on, and that they can come and go as they please because they're still on the lease and pay rent. I don't think it's appropriate them being able to come and go because they've moved out, and the only reason they're paying the rent is because they wanted to move out earlier than the lease ended. My friend also has no intention of living or staying here for the 4 weeks left of our lease. What do you think?
I think she should have fucking told them.
Yeah, I agree that she should have told them, but if they say no, they're arseholes.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Yeah, I think they also have the right to come and go as they please, though, because they are paying.
They're on the lease and they're still paying.
Yeah, so that's completely valid. But if they say, nah, that person can't stay, and they know the situation, then they're assholes.
Yeah, well. Yeah, that's a bit of a dick thing. But at the moment, yes, she is an asshole for not letting her friend go homeless.
Not for doing that, but for not telling the people who are paying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that I agree. Sweet. Oh, that's awesome. Am I the asshole? That one wasn't very tricky. But yeah.
Well, no.
These
Quite
aren't
straightforward.
as juicy as normal, but it's good to have a nice short podcast because we've just come out of being homeless for 3 days.
Yeah, well, and we are fucking shattered.
Yeah. So it's good to have a shorter amount of editing before next week, then we can go back to a proper podcast.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Well, so that was the Am I the Assholes? Are you ready to move on to the outro, Jade?
Let me move on to the outro. You say it like the outro is supposed to be a whole segment.
It is. Technically, I always segment it out with the timestamps, and when you did the timestamps, you did too, so...
Well, yeah, but it wasn't because it was a segment we move into, it's because it's the outro. If everyone wants to hear us say goodbye, there.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the segment where we say goodbye.
Yeah, but it's not something we just have to... You just say goodbye. It's like, wow, that's us, man. See you later, my G. I'm out skis.
Are you ready to go to the outro or not?
What? Well, no, I just want to fucking dog on it some more.
I'm waiting.
But I got nothing left to say, so... Fuck it.
Yeah, sweet. So... that was the Desensitized podcast, episode 14. A little bit of a short one this time because we are shattered from being homeless for 3 days because of the cyclone and travelling over 1,016 kilometres in my new car. So, sleeping in a car 2 nights in a row, trying to hustle to get showers and all that sort of crap. Yeah, it's shatters you, takes your brain out of the place, so a nice short podcast is here for us. That was Cyclone Gabrielle, our experience with Cyclone Gabrielle, a little bit of our experience. There's still more stuff. If you want to know anything else, please leave a comment. If you have your experience, please leave a comment about that. Also, yeah, so that was us, and I'm going to say goodbye. Bye.
Goodbye.